What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 25th of April. Happy birthday, Nicholas. You know who you are. It's your birthday, man. I don't care. It's your birthday. $93,000, $777. $93,700 right now on this, the 25th of April. 22 hours, 27 minutes left in the day. It's a brand new day. We've chilled in this area now for the past few days. I will say, and I have to be careful with my wording here, from a high to a low, it's very common when you move up on your first attempt, and this is the first attempt to the golden ratio. When you move up to your golden ratio on the first attempt, it's absurdly common to find resistance. Whether you find resistance right at it, just above it, whatever, right? So somewhere in this zone between the white lines there, maybe even just below it, to find resistance and come down. Where do you go to? The 0.5, find support. The 382, find support. It's as simple as that most of the time. But sometimes you consolidate around the golden ratio. Sometimes you pierce through and you consolidate around the golden ratio. And then you push higher without having any kind of retracement. And this is very fitting. I thought, and I theorized it a couple days ago, on the 22nd, I was saying we're going to pull back from here. We're either going to go to the 0.5 or the 382. It's going to be very fast, and then immediately we're going to come right back up. That's what I thought was going to happen. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. In fact, I bet there's a majority of people in the markets right now who are expecting that this exact thing, moving back to 90,000, moving back to 87,000, somewhere 86,000 even, any of these targets, a lower low, whatever. There's probably a lot of people who are expecting some kind of a pullback. Especially the people who are thinking we're going to go higher, even they think we have some kind of pullback coming. And it's not in Bitcoin to behave as intended or as expected, right? It does its own thing, and it likes to do whatever everybody is not expecting it to do. And beyond what we've said over the past couple days, over the past few days here, back in this area, I was saying day in and day out, and I'm still saying it. I think this move is going to be faster than anybody's anticipating it to be. I think it's going to be much faster. Now, the way that I rationalized that was I didn't think anything moves up in a straight line. I still don't think anything moves up in a straight line, but to rationalize that, I thought you move up, you'll move down quick, and then move back up quick. But we're not moving down in an area that we're supposed to move down. And so my thoughts are the longer that we consolidate here, the more likely we are to break out and go higher. I really do believe that the majority of people are waiting on the price to come back. This right here, what happened on the 22nd of April, what happened on this day was a wake-up call. Is Bitcoin going to break out? Is it not going to? Oh, this is just another high in this area of highs. We don't know if we're actually breaking out. Everybody shut the hell up, right? It's the bottom's in, bull market's back on, we're going to new all-time highs. Now I think people are waiting for some kind of a pullback to get in, right? And I don't think it's going to happen. Bitcoin's not keen on doing what people expect it to do. And I do believe that what's going to happen now is that we're just going to continue to move up. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I very much do believe that that's what we're going to do. If I'm wrong, I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. We will likely go to 90,200 to 86,200, or more likely somewhere in between, okay? That's the range that we're looking for, and that would be where we find support. If we don't move up immediately, and instead we go down first in order to then move up, that's okay. That could happen. It's fine if it does, but it's not what I'm calling for. We look at let's start with the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame here is building volume as you're moving up. Here you are finding resistance now, not getting any volume. It's not ideal. Whenever you get to a breakout point, you should have volume, but we're not really breaking out. We actually found resistance, and we're moving down with low volume. We moved up with volume. The 1 hour RSI looks pretty damn bullish, getting overbought, not getting oversold, residing above the 50, not below the 50. You spend a short amount of time below it, a lot of time above it, right? Getting overbought. It's a good look overall. It's a really good look. And I think that this, to me, what it suggests is that today we're going to continue pushing higher. We're going to get into that overbought zone. The last two times that we've gotten into the overbought zone here, this was the push up we got. We consolidated for a little bit. And then whenever we pushed up again right here, we were in the overbought zone. I think we're going to get our next push up right now. That's what I'm trying to say, right? We look at the 4 hour time frame. We look at this RSI. A lot of people watch the 4 hour time frame. This might be one of the most watched time frames in crypto, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do watch the 4 hour time frame. I don't know if people watch the 4 hour in stocks. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to watch it in stocks, but 3 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, but 4 hour in crypto, it makes a lot more sense. I don't know. Maybe they both work, stocks, crypto, whatever. But looking at this here, what I'm trying to say is we've got lower highs here, and we've got lower highs here. right? There's no bearish divergence. There's some bearish convergence right now. 2 hours, 22 minutes left in this first 4-hour candle. We're not doing anything bearish. We actually look like we're in a really positive situation. There's no bearish divergence. We're bouncing off the 60, and we're even in the overbought zone right now. Now, if this 4-hour candle does close red in the next 2 hours, 22 minutes, that does set us up for a rejection. It doesn't mean we have to. We could close this candle red, and then the next one we close green. It doesn't mean that we have to reject from here, and perhaps we do. We come down, we consolidate some more, and then we move up later. But the 4-hour looks like it's just getting into the overbought zone. The 1-hour looks like it's wanting to get in the overbought zone. We're consolidating still below the golden ratio. This time here, when we rejected, it was an immediate harsh rejection. And then this time here was a pretty harsh rejection. Let's see how this one develops. If it's not as harsh, if it's more tame, we might be breaking out today. We might be breaking out to higher prices. And by the end of today, we very well could see $100,000 prices or higher. If not, certainly something that's around like 97K or beyond, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if we broke above 100K today. If not today, tomorrow, looking at the 4-hour time frame, we're right there in the overbought zone now. But if we were to reject, maybe we can figure ourselves a little bit more, and then it is tomorrow that we start moving up. It could be something like that. Who knows? But ultimately, I do believe that we're moving up higher. The next target area would be 100.7K to 104.6K, somewhere in this area. Being that Bitcoin stopped right here at its golden ratio, I would anticipate that we stop right there at about 100K. Nice psychological resistance. We probably see a little pivot there, and then we continue running up immediately. The longer we stay here, I think the better for the bullish case, but the worse for my 111K case by the end of the month. We're still holding out for that. We still got time, man. It's the 25th. We got 5 more days, including, right, or would it be 6 more days? We got let's see, on a monthly time frame, six more days, 5 days, 23 hours. So that's more than enough time to make that run. But we'd have to basically start running today. So we'll see if that happens. I'm not so convinced. Essentially, what that would require is that Bitcoin just moves up in a straight line to 111K. It can happen, but it's not likely at this point in time. So probably not going to happen. 100K, 104K, something above 100K by the end of the month. The goal is, if you guys remember, the goal by the end of the month is to close right here above this high at $102.4 thousand. If we can get above there, we are bullishly engulfing not just last month, but the last 4 months, 5 months of price action. We are engulfing everything, right? So closing here is fine. Bullish engulfing candle already had, even at this price. But if we can get above 102K, if we can pump up another $9,000 by the end of this month, that would be phenomenal. That would be spectacular. And I think we can do that. So I don't really have anything else that I want to say. Monthly RSI looks bullish as hell. Bouncing off the 60 after getting overbought. I don't think I could ask for anything better, man. This is a prime setup, you guys. This we are getting set up. I hope you understand, to see the strongest readings of the cycle. Let's think about that real quick, okay? Hold on, one second. Okay, this is the relative strength index. That's what it's called, RSI, relative strength index. A lot of people think it's bad to be overbought, but really it's good. It's the relative strength index. It measures relative strength. So if you're the strongest you can be, you're going to be overbought. You're going to be above this dashed line here and get into this zone of black up here, right? You want to be overbought. That's where you see your strongest moves. We're only on the Coinbase chart here, so we don't have all the historical data, but do you notice something? We're moving up this whole time, but when do things get bigger? When do they get stronger? When we're in the overbought zone, right? Overbought zone here, right? Basically in this time. This from then on, we're in the overbought zone. Look at how much stronger it gets, right? We're not, and same thing, I mean, you can look at that any cycle, right? We didn't get overbought here. That was a nice strong move, but look at how much bigger this move was, and we were in the overbought zone, right? It was a bigger move. We got overbought here, we got overbought there, and that was nice. Those did promote some stronger moves throughout the cycle for sure. But what I'm calling for is a stronger reading, higher levels in the RSI than we've seen all cycle, which would then imply, very literally, the strongest move that Bitcoin is going to have, or maybe not that it's going to have, but the strongest move that it has had yet in this cycle is right now. It's on the way. We're experiencing it right now. And I very much do believe that this move by the end of June, if not very early July, is going to take us all the way up to about $170,000, $180,000, somewhere around there. It's just getting started now. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. Be aware, okay? Be very, very aware. I don't expect that will drop. We could drop at any single moment now. It could happen, and if we do, we should be prepared for it, okay? A $90,000 to $86,000 price is totally acceptable. If we drop down there, it's fine. but I'm starting to think that we don't. I think too many people are counting on that, and what I'm assuming is going to happen is we're just going to move up. But time will tell. There's been enough time here for people to lock in their short positions, exit their long positions, whatever. Maybe some people are going long, but I would bet there's a lot of people who think they know what they're doing who are going short. And I'm wondering if we don't just get a little squeeze here, if we don't just submerge those shorts underwater here. We'll see. But I've got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. The next target area is above $100,000, and ideally we'll hit that by the end of the month. The goal is to close above this monthly closing high at about $102.4 thousand over the next 5 days and 23 hours. I got nothing else. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye.